That's right. We are sitting out here. We are right in the middle, right outside of the city limits of Amite on Highway 16. And as you can see behind me, the flood waters continue to rush. It seems like they've receded just a bit since we've been here, but they do continue to move very, very swiftly. The story right now is this man who is stuck on a tree out in the middle of the road. Residents that we spoke to earlier today told us that he's been there. They came out here around 6 a.m. this morning when they saw him hanging on a tree in the wooded area over to our left. We got here a little bit after 7, and when we got here, the tree was already down, and residents are telling us that just before we got here, that tree fell, and he was able to swim and climb his way up onto that tree. What you're looking at right now is the rescue effort that is in progress. The helicopter just got here. The fire chief has been working to get this helicopter here to try to get this man out of the water, because as you could see earlier, the current is very swift, and to get a boat out into that would just be very, very, very hard, probably sweeping anyone attempting to rescue him in a boat into the same situation, into those woods. But as I was telling you earlier, the residents told us that possibly he was trying to cross this road sometime last night. There's no telling how long he's been in those woods out here on the tree. You can see him slumped over, looking for warmth in his shirt. He's been there for hours. You can really tell just how tired he is from sitting out here. The helicopter seems to be trying to get into place right now. It made a few circles earlier, just trying to gauge, because where we are is in the middle of a narrow road in between some tree lines, so they're trying to figure out exactly how they're going to get in there to get into them, because they have to navigate around some trees and also some power lines. But I'm sure for him it is a welcome sight to see someone trying to get to him and get out there and get him from off of that tree, because like I was telling you earlier, he has been out there for quite some times, possibly a few hours, since early this morning. But he was over in that tree line to the left of them. If you look over to the right here, you can see the fire chief is trying to help navigate the helicopter in there to make this rescue attempt to get this man off of the tree. We were talking to him earlier, and he was telling us this is only one of dozens of rescues that his first responders have had to make over the last few days. He was telling us about a man who had just gone through dialysis, and he was stuck in a truck that was up to his chest. And just before he got there, he said that man told him he was on the phone with his family, telling his family goodbye, because he thought that was the end. He thought that he was going to drown in his truck and be swept away into the woods in these floodwaters. But he was rescued by the Amite first responders, and we are looking to see, hopefully we are going to see another successful rescue here. You can see the helicopter is getting a little bit closer, trying to get above the man on the tree. I can see someone in the door of the helicopter. It looks like they're looking down, trying to figure out exactly how they're going to get this basket or a rope or something down to this man to lift him out of the out from on top of this tree. Many residents out here looking on, a lot of them stuck on this side, trying to make their way to the other side. They're in the same situation as this man that was on the tree. They're stuck. Their homes are on the other side of this river, but right now everyone is focused on this rescue effort that's going on right now. And you can see he's hanging on as the helicopter is above him. You can feel the winds from the helicopter that is hovering up above him as they try to figure out how to get something down to him to get him up into that helicopter.
Winton, can you hear me? It's Katie back in the studio.
Yeah, Katie, I sure can.
This is an unbelievable sight to be able to see these rescue workers in action. You know, we heard from the parish president that they've gone on 500 rescue missions since yesterday.
Yeah, you're absolutely. This is an astounding thing to see. This is not something you get to normally see. In these situations, you hear about it. You hear about those astounding numbers of having to do 500 rescues, and to actually be able to see what it is that these first responders have to do in these situations is just amazing. And they've been working for the last 2 days. You have to keep that in mind. They have to be absolutely tired because they're having to get this man off of a tree and help that man I was talking about earlier that was stuck in his truck and get people out of their homes. So it really gives you a different perspective on what these first responders have to do in dire situations like this, Katie.
You know, this is what they train for. This is what they know how to do. This is what our first responders, particularly here in Louisiana, are good at. It's pretty breathtaking to see them in action. And, you know, for that man, my heart just goes out to him. He has to have been sitting there for hours. I can't even imagine what's going through his mind right now.
Yeah, Katie, I was talking to some residents earlier, and we were all just talking about just how badly we feel for him, because he has, like you said, he's been out there for a few hours. I'm sure he is tired. I'm sure he is cold. I'm sure he was just at a point where he just didn't know what to do other than just sit there on that tree and wait for somebody to come out there and get him. But and what you're seeing right now is just absolutely amazing. Seeing these first responders put their own lives at risk to come out here and hang from a helicopter to try to get this man to safety, Katie. It's an absolute amazing sight to see this happening.
It appears that those rescuers are from the Louisiana National Guard. I mean, it's almost like threading a needle in trying to get him exactly where they need to get in order to lift this man off this tree and obviously not have a more devastating situation happen. But that helicopter pilot, being able to hold that helicopter there exactly in position and get his guy onto the ground. Now, it appears that they're trying to put some sort of life-saving equipment on him in order to pull him out of that tree and pull him to safety.
Yeah, Katie, they are from the National Guard. They came in, they have, since Governor John Bel Edwards did declare a state of emergency in the state, they have been going around the state assisting parishes with these type of rescues. And like you pointed out, they are trying to strap him up so that they can lift him up into the helicopter. And threading a needle, really, it falls short of what this helicopter pilot is having to do right now, because I was pointing out earlier, he is in between a narrow road that is covered by trees and power lines and signs, and this cannot be an easy thing to do. Right when they got here earlier, he made a couple of circles around to try to figure out how he was going to get in here, and they got in here, and as you can see, they have been able to pull. They are currently pulling this man to safety into this helicopter, Katie.
Wow. Wow, what a sight. Look at that, they're pulling him up. That's incredible. You know, and they've had to do this, as the parish president said, 500 times, both in the air and on the ground.
500 times.
500 times, and it's just incredible to see that. Look at that, they've successfully gotten him to the helicopter, and now they can get him to safety after what I can imagine has been a very difficult, dangerous, scary, terrifying night for this man.
Yeah, it is, and as you can see, they just pulled him into the helicopter door. It seems like they're trying to get him secure into that helicopter, and it's just amazing to be able to see a successful rescue like this, and I'm sure he is more at ease, I'm sure, after being stuck in those woods, in that brush for so long. You can see the helicopter is done. People are applauding as they sit here and watch this happen, and the helicopter is on its way. Katie, just an amazing sight to be able to see the Guard come in and pull off a successful rescue, making sure this man is able to go home tonight.
What a true testament to our Louisiana National Guard soldiers and the things that they have trained to do and how good they are at them. That's incredible. Winton, thank you for keeping us posted there. And of course, we'll check back in with you in a little while. We
Absolutely.
also saw there, you know, a family's home swept away. It's an incredible sight. Thank you, Winton.